Hi guys, it's Cool, and today we are going to be focusing on our blue build as part of our rainbow series. I think there is just one more left after this, so I hope you enjoy. I did start off by doing a very big blue house, and I wasn't quite sure on how I wanted it to look. I was I was doing daily builds, houses every day, and I just kind of just didn't know what I was gonna do, so I focused on just like a little house with my little character for once. I changed my mind about 1,000 times in this video, but I wanted to show you guys the procrastination like part of it. As you can see, I just got rid of the entire front of the house, and I added like a little one. I do think going back in, I probably would have just done this first. It was super stressful, but I'm actually, again, I always say this with every video, but I am happy with how it turned out eventually, once I got the platform to work, that is. So what I did here was I just wanted to add something a little different to my usual build, so I did go with the curved edge foundation, and I really wanted like a little pool. I thought that with it being a blue build, we had to include a little pool somewhere, and I had to match it to the foundation level before, because we all know me and floors and roofs don't always go well together. I actually enjoyed making this build, as much as it was a pain in the backside to edit and stuff like that. I really did enjoy. Blue is a lot easier to do than green, that's all I'm saying. And so I started off with a little pool, and I realised that I kind of wanted something a little bigger, so I did end up zhuzhing around with it after I made this. As you can see, I'm now currently staring at the screen like, do I need to make this bigger? But yeah, I went with something as well. Obviously I did. I went with the lights and just something in there because, again, I wanted to shine at night time, and trying to get these stairs to look halfway decent was a bit tricky, but we managed it. And of course, because it was blue, it was so much easier to do than green. Green was definitely the most challenging build out of all of this, which actually surprised me. I do go in here and just put in loads of blue. It was really nice to work with blue, to be fair, because the last time I really worked with it was our beach hut build, which is one of my first ones on YouTube, so it was nice to kind of go back and maybe show what I've learned a little bit since then. I do like the fact that we added in some kind of like shrubbery and trees and stuff, because it wouldn't be a me build without it. However, I didn't want it to take over the entire lot, so I just focused on a few blue flowers, which you can see here obviously. And again, I kind of thought this worked a bit better. I really wanted those bushes to go around the corner of the build, but it didn't quite work out that way. So I just added a bunch of blue flowers here. I love the blue wildflowers. I think they work really well with this build. And I don't know, there's just something about wildflowers that really fits in, I think, with all my builds, probably because I'm not as neat as a pin would be one. But no, I do, again, I like how this all turned out. Me and stairs. So I edited a lot of the stair element out because we struggled. But yeah, I do like the bigger windows. I did like the fact that we actually just kind of got on with this build. I procrastinated a little bit in the beginning, but once we started going, it was a pretty straightforward build, to be fair. Next is purple, and I'm really excited to work with that one too. So yeah, blue was by far the easiest, and actually probably my favourite build out of all of them so far. I do like the little corner foundation we had going on. I like the fact that we could use different layers of blue, and it worked really well. I do like the fact that we went with these, as I said, these big windows. I think that really helped with the kind of look of the build I wanted. I wanted something a little fancy, a little cute, and it really worked in my favour. And and I did remember to put the top on this one. If you would have caught my stream last week, you would have saw that I built a castle on The Sims and totally forgot to colour it in. I do love having a blue kitchen. I thought that worked really well. I don't know why I went so hard with these little lights, but I kind of like how it turned out. As always, I go for the the spotlights and then add in any fancy lights after, and that's just so I can see what I'm building. Again, this kitchen turned out really cute, and yeah, definitely like the fact that we did add a bit of white in there as well. it just worked, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. I wasn't sure about using the white at first, this is why I've paused a bit here, but I actually did like it in the end, and I wasn't sure about adding the two things on the end, but we know that the amount of times that, you know, I have like the tea and the cake and all of that out, I mean, it's just right, isn't it? So yeah, so there's me struggling with the counter, which I always forget to put on straight away. The auto counters and me are not besties. I did go in and change some of the counters and the top counters because it looked like it was cream, and that really irritated me, but it isn't, it is white. Going on in, I really wanted to do a big blue table for like a dinner table, but actually this one ended up working out so much better that I just did this instead. I do like the fact the dark blue kind of contrasts with everything, and quite frankly a blue bathroom is the easiest one I've ever built, so I am really happy with that one. Even if it's like, even though it's small, I do think it come out like very well, and yes, I have to include the robes to match the decor of the build, but as you can see, it was definitely a lot easier to find blue things than green, and I feel like I'm hating on green. Green was a good build, but I definitely prefer this one. I wasn't sure on curtains, so going back in, this is probably the one thing I would change, but I do like the fact that it just gave a little bit of blue elegance to the room, and here I am trying to like stick with the darker colours because obviously I tried to do light walls, light floors, and then a darker room, or vice versa, because I don't want it all to look the same colour. I really just wanted to explore our blue options rather than just stick with the stuff that I already like and I know, and I feel like this went like really well. Again, the going in with the dark blue rug, and yeah, there's just something about this build. I don't know if it's because all the colours blend so well, but I'm definitely really happy with how it came out. I wasn't sure if I wanted to include a TV or not, so I did reluctantly, I will say, very reluctantly. Yeah, I didn't like the fact that the rug was the same colour as the chair, so we kind of fixed that too. Here's me procrastinating. It did work out in the end that it did look better this way, and here's just me decorating the last little bit really. I wanted to include things like console tables, like bookcases, things curtains, things that you would find in like a normal home. I did want it to look like someone had lived there, not necessarily like a showboaty home, like a showroom home. And yeah, I really enjoyed how this one come out. I wouldn't have ever thought to put the plants there, but I did it on a whim and I absolutely love it. I think plants are a very cool way to bring life to a build, especially if my sim is going to live there. This build probably cost around 1,100 millions. Maybe. I think, yeah, around 110,000 simoleons. So yeah, I added in like the bookcases, as you can see here, and then we focused on the outside. I really just wanted like a little like picnicky area for you to go have your food outside. I like telling stories with my builds, and I definitely feel like we achieved that here. I do love the fact that I'm using these more than walls. I think there's something really organic and nice about them, and of course texturing. It would not be me without texturing. But thank you so much, my loves. I hope you enjoyed it, and stay safe, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.